Deadline to drop. UM's new course drop deadline is just 1 week away. Plus, find out when you can sign up for spring classes. Also, officials are hopeful about containment of the Ebola virus in the United States. Find out the latest on the disease and how you can protect your health. Plus, getting your caffeine on the go? There's an app for that. We'll tell you about Starbucks' new app and how you could win free Starbucks for the next 30 years. Falcon Weekly starts now. Hello and welcome to Falcon Weekly. I'm Kayla Guillot. Thanks so much for joining us. In campus headlines, the deadline to drop classes is fast approaching. Students have until next Monday, October 27th, to opt out of their current courses. This is a change from previous years when students could drop up until the last day of class. You can drop all but your last course through Banner. Meanwhile, the spring 2015 class schedule will be available Tuesday, October 21st. Students may begin meeting with advisors at this time to prepare for registration. Grad students can sign up for spring courses starting November 3rd. Seniors start November 5th, followed by juniors on November 7th. Sophomores can start registering on November 11th, and freshmen must wait until November 13th. Registration will open at 7 a.m. on those days. There will be plenty of campus events to keep students entertained this week. Tuesday, UPC will host a drive-in movie in the SAC parking lot. Students can park, relax, and enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy on the big screen at 7 p.m. Thursday, Delta Gamma's annual philanthropy event, Anchor Splash, will begin at the SAC at 5 p.m. Tickets will be $3 at the door. Following the Anchor Splash, UM's Secular Student Alliance will be sponsoring Resisting Theocracy in Comer Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. Alabama Director for American Atheists, Chuck Miller, will speak at the event. These events will lead into the weekend with FIMU's Miss Carnation pageant kicking off at 1 p.m. Saturday, October 25th in Palmer Auditorium. Also on Saturday, Montevallo's annual Halloween-inspired art walk, commonly called the Art Stalk, will begin at 3 p.m. on Main Street. In this week's Ebola update, the U.S. could finally be getting a handle on the threat of Ebola. Several new developments in the cases in the U.S. have led optimism about the containment of the disease. Reporter Ryan Nobles has more.
After several weeks of worry, some positive developments from health officials in Texas.
There's zero risk that any of those people who have been marked off the list have Ebola.
43 of the 48 healthcare workers who were under close observation after treating Thomas Eric Duncan have been declared Ebola-free. It is a sign that the threat posed by the first death on American soil related to the disease may be contained.
They were in contact with a person who had Ebola, and the time period for them to get Ebola has lapsed. It is over.
Monday morning, NIH Director Anthony Fauci promised new standards for healthcare workers soon.
It's going to come out probably within hours to a day.
Fauci said those new protocols will be much tougher.
That they're going to be much more stringent on erring, very much more on the side of safety.
That is not enough for some lawmakers who are still calling on the administration to implement a travel ban from West Africa, the source of the problem. 2 African countries, Senegal and Nigeria, have been declared Ebola-free by the World Health Organization. This as American troops in Liberia help to stop the spread.
We're on track to get those first emergency treatment units up. The first one will be done by the end of this month.
And while progress continues to be made in the United States, the disease must be contained in Africa before fears will completely subside. In Washington, I'm Ryan Nobles.
Although the threat of Ebola has been making national headlines this week, many are saying the flu is a more concerning subject. And a lot of us are wondering what we can do to protect ourselves. Well, believe it or not, periodically washing your hands can help. Germs are most everywhere, and most of the surfaces you are going to touch are going to have germs on them. The Center for Disease Control says bacteria and viruses can live on open surfaces for 2 hours or even days. According to researchers, the best way to combat these germs is to wash your hands for just 20 seconds, and the scrubbing can kill all of them. The World Health Organization claims washing your hands correctly can save more lives than any vaccine, because washing our hands stops the transmission of the disease by getting rid of airborne bacteria and virus pathogens. If you are not near a sink, hand sanitizer with at least 60% of alcohol can fight off germs. In other national headlines, it's one of the largest search efforts in Virginia's history. But now the search for missing 18-year-old college student Hannah Graham may be over. Reporter Jean Cazares has the latest.
The 5-week search for University of Virginia student Hannah Graham now suspended after a shocking discovery turned this missing persons case into a death investigation.
Today's discovery is a significant development, and we have a great deal of work ahead of us.
Saturday, a search team scouring an abandoned property in Albemarle County, Virginia, found human remains 8 miles from where 18-year-old Graham disappeared.
I do believe God wanted us to find what we found. I don't know how else to explain it other than something just inside me told me just continue to look.
Shortly after, Charlottesville police relayed the news of the discovery to Graham's parents.
Forensic tests need to be conducted to determine the identification of those remains, but nonetheless, we wanted to be quick and timely to share that information with the Graham family.
Graham vanished in the early hours of September 13th from Charlottesville's downtown mall. Last seen in surveillance videos with 32-year-old Jesse Matthew. Matthew is the only person detained in connection with Graham's disappearance. He is behind bars, charged with abduction with intent to defile. The remote location where the remains were found is within miles of the farm where the body of another missing co-ed was found in 2010, 20-year-old Virginia Tech student Morgan Harrington. Law enforcement has connected Matthew to Harrington through DNA evidence, calling it a significant break in her case. Police have since seized a cab he was driving the night she vanished. No word on how long it will take to identify the remains found over the weekend, but if they are those of Hannah Graham, Jesse Matthew could be facing a murder charge.
Matthew's next court appearance in relation to Graham's disappearance is scheduled for December 4th. Officials didn't say whether charges against anyone were definite after Saturday's discovery. Well, this next story sounds like something you'd hear a little bit closer to Christmas time. Over the weekend, a California woman had to be rescued out of a chimney when she tried to get into the house of a man she met online. Firefighters rescued the woman, but it wasn't easy. Rescue teams had to take apart the chimney, but they got the woman out safely, who was awake during the rescue and covered in soot. Crews took her to the hospital for an evaluation, and then police took her to jail for illegal entry and providing fake information to a police officer. Another story out of California, but this time a Fresno man is being called a hero after rushing into a burning home to rescue a stranger. This is cell phone video captured by a witness. As the house became engulfed in flames, a woman begins frantically screaming that her father was still inside the house. That's when a man rushed into the home and emerged in a short time carrying the elderly man over his shoulder. The victim was taken to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation, but has since been released. Remember, there's more news online 24/7. Just search for Falcon Weekly on Facebook and Twitter to see more stories and news updates throughout the week. Up next, cautious Christmas shoppers hear why some retailers may have a harder time luring customers to their stores this holiday. And later, seeing life from a different perspective. Meet one student who was blind until a life-changing surgery has allowed him to see. Those stories and more when Falcon Weekly returns. Now it's time for a look at this week's consumer news. Falcon Weekly's Lucas Burns joins us with the latest. Hey, Lucas.
Hey, Kayla. Recent data breaches may have cost retailers more than expected. A new report released by creditcard.com shows that 45% of Americans worry about shopping from some of the recently hacked retailers. The stores where hackers stole debit and credit card information included Target, Home Depot, and others. Retailers still hope that their highest paying customers will still take a risk for the holidays. Many Apple users now have a new way to pay. Millions of iPhone and iPad users can now use their smartphones and tablets to pay at some stores. Apple has already partnered with most major banks and 3 major credit companies, along with many large retailers. To use this app, just hold down the fingerprint scanner and point your phone at the nearest register. The app will work on both new and old Apple devices with the Touch ID feature, but not all stores will be outfitted for the Apple Pay immediately. Starbucks will now be offering a service for those customers who can't take the lines. A brand new app will let users order specialty drinks straight from their smartphones before they even get to the store. The app also has a gift card feature that will enter customers for a chance to win one of 10 lifetime Starbucks cards. These cards will allow winners one free drink or bakery item each day for the next 30 years. Altogether, this prize will have a value of more than $20,000.
I don't really know what I would do with $20,000 worth of Starbucks, do you?
I guess drink a lot of caffeine, Kayla.
But if you can only have one once a day, you know, I just wonder how many calories, that would be what I would, how many calories over 30 years.
And quite the caffeine habit.
Exactly. Taking life one challenge at a time, coming up we'll introduce you to this UM student who is making an impact on campus. And shooting some hoops, see why many of UM's coaches and staff are spending their lunch breaks on the court. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Falcon Weekly. Imagine living most of your life in complete darkness. That was a reality for one UM student until he had surgery on his eyes last year. Falcon Weekly's Gerald Cunningham has our story.
Meet Vibas Basukala, a junior at the University of Montevallo. V spends his time studying at Montevallo, but he comes from a small third world country named Nepal. How far is Nepal exactly?
It's exactly opposite from Alabama, between India and China.
V has a big outlook on life, but it's even more incredible knowing that he didn't get to see this life for the first time until 2013.
A year ago, I had eye surgery, which gave me some vision.
Since V had eye surgery on June 6, 2013, he has finally been able to see for the very first time. However, with his newfound eyesight, he still has trouble seeing things that are still a little blurry, similar to what's on your screen. And even at nighttime, everything still looks like pitch black darkness.
I'm totally blind at night. I'm legally blind at night, but at day, I'm just trying to stimulate my optic nerve, so it would, help me. It will help improve my vision.
Despite V's disability, he had no problem finding brotherhood in the Lambda Chi Alpha fraternity, and they remember him for more than his blindness.
He said that he was jealous of me because I can do backflips, and that he used to be able to do it. And I thought it was impressive that he was able to know that much about me without having ever met me before.
But there is one brother that's always been there, man's best friend.
He has been by my side every single day. It's amazing. When I'm having a good day, he knows he's happy for me. And when I'm having a sad day, he comes and, sleeps on my feet. It's amazing.
Although V is from a third world country and aspires to be a lawyer, he is still the humorous guy before having partial eyesight.
But I'm blind. It does not matter what color grass is.
Reporting for Falcon Weekly, I'm Gerald Cunningham.
We've placed more information about V on our Facebook page. Just search for UM Falcon Weekly. It's almost time for basketball season to tip off, but coaches and staff in the athletic department are already hitting the hardwood. Falcon Weekly's Carrington Case introduces us to UM's Noon Ball League.
Around 12 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, some of the athletic department puts a hold on their day's work to come out and play what they call noon ball.
Daylight!
Assistant men's basketball coach Nathan Kennedy is the founder of Noon Ball and he has been able to get all different types of sports coaches, administrators, and even athletic trainers of the department to participate.
The new athletic director, Mark Richard, we started playing around in the gym a couple days a week, playing 2-on-2, 1-on-1. He said, let's start up a noon ball league. So we started sending out emails to everybody on the athletic department, inviting them to come play Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock on their lunch break.
Shocker how many actually came.
We've had 15 people.
Noon ball has been able to provide the athletic department with some exercise twice a week that they usually are unable to get. Some say that noon ball is...
It's very convenient.
Super convenient.
Super convenient.
Obviously the gym is right there, so when it's time to play, don't have far to go. Your mind's right because you're in the environment all day long, so super convenient.
Others find it very enjoyable.
Enjoy it thoroughly. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 12 on how much I enjoy it.
Teardrop. The athletic department has a great time together and continues to play noon ball every Tuesday and Thursday when they can, and most of them can say it's the highlight of their day.
It is the most exciting part of my day on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Hands down, noon ball is the best part of my day on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It's definitely the most exciting part of my day. Yeah, I look forward to it. I come every Tuesday, and when Thursday prepared, I have my bag. I just kind of, I'm working in the morning, but I'm always watching that clock, just waiting for it to hit noon.
This is my home, and it's nice to know others enjoy playing it as much as I do. Reporting for Falcon Weekly, I'm Carrington Case.
With word getting out about the noon ball games, Athletics says more people are coming out to watch their favorite coaches shoot some hoops. Stick around, coming up next, Dione Thrift joins us with a look at this week's sports.
Welcome back to Falcon Weekly. I'm Dione Thrift with a look at this week's sports. The UN women's cross-country team is celebrating their third team championship of the season after racing in this year's Falcon Classic. Freshman Katie Nelson was the first runner to finish for Montevallo, finishing at 6th place overall. Freshman Sierra Millsaps finished in 8th for the Falcons. We'll have more this year's Falcon Classic on Falcon Fever this Thursday. A University of Montevallo women's soccer player is being recognized for her on-field performance. Junior Jade Pinnock has been named the AstroTurf Peach Belt Player of the Week. Pinnock scored 4 goals in the span of 2 games to earn the weekly honor. The junior leads the Falcons in points scored for the season. 2 of Pinnock's goals came in a 4-3 overtime loss to USC Aiken. The Falcons will hit the field again this Wednesday in a non-conference match against Western Alabama. The men's soccer team also fell to USC Aiken in a 3-0 shutout. University of Montevallo women's volleyball team plans to honor a former coach this weekend. The volleyball program will honor the life of former assistant volleyball coach Aaron Hefner-Ventris as they host a Dig Lavender Tri-Match event. Ventris, who coached at Montevallo for 2 years, lost her battle to cancer earlier this year. The Tri-Match will take place this Saturday, October 25th, 2014. All proceeds will be donated to cancer research.
Thanks, Dione. How about we end on an unusual sports story this week? Dozens of people turned out for Green Bay's first ever human foosball tournament Saturday. Players lined up to take their place on the field and were required to hold on to a PVC pipe while the ball was in play. All proceeds benefit a local program that aims to get more elementary and middle school aged girls interested in science, math, and engineering. I don't really know how that would work out, trying to play foosball.
Yeah, that would be a little bit too close for comfort for me.
I think I'd be afraid I'd flip over the bar or something.
Or wipe someone out.
Yeah. That's all the time we have for this week's show. Thanks so much for joining us. For more UM news, be sure to check out the Falcon News Network blog. The web address is on your screen. We'll see you next time.